Hello, in this episode, I'm going to share with you 3 thoughts from Job 38, verses 1 through 7. Job 38, 1 through 7 says, Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Dress for action like a man. I will question you, and you make it known to me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determined its measurements? Surely you know. Or who stretched the line upon it? On what were its bases sunk? Or who laid its cornerstone when the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy? The majority of the book of Job is Job listing his complaint against God for the suffering he had endured. And it isn't until the end, the final chapters of the book, that God is revealed and he explains to Job exactly why it is that he has no room to complain about what the Lord has done. Here are 3 thoughts from Job 38, 1 through 7. Thought number 1, God is not man. Now, this is something that we probably are looking at each other through the computer screen and saying, well, duh. We all know that God is not man, but we certainly don't always act like it. And we certainly don't always treat God as if he was the almighty creator of the universe as he is. No, we treat God as if he's another person, as if we stand shoulder to shoulder with him as equals. But that is not the case, and this is the point that God makes through the next couple of chapters, explaining to Job, he is not a man, and therefore cannot be trifled with like a man. God reveals himself to Job, and Job is terrified. Thought number 2, man lacks wisdom. This is something that the Lord points out to Job when he speaks to him. He asks him the simple questions, where were you at the beginning of the world? As if to say, well, do you have any comments on how I created the world and how I made everything? The Lord is asking these rhetorical questions of Job, saying, do you know anything about the creation of the world in which you live? You don't. So shut your mouth. And this is something that is important for us to know. We need to know that we do not know as much as we think that we know. Essentially, we, mankind, lack wisdom. We do not have wisdom equal to or even nearly approaching the wisdom of God. And because of that, we must approach the Lord with humility, recognizing that he is the creator and we are the creation. He is the one with all of the trump cards in this game. That's something that Job had forgotten. Thought number 3, man lacks power. God is the almighty creator of the universe, making and sustaining everything. And Job, all of his power has been demonstrated. He has none. He cannot keep himself from getting sick. He cannot keep his family from being killed. He cannot protect the servants in his household or any of the things that he has earned along the way. He has no power whatsoever. And this is something that we also forget. We look at our own lives and we say, look at all that I have done. Look at all that I have accomplished. Look at how great I am. But all of that, all of your accomplishments, all of your possessions, all your great reputation can be wiped away in an instant. Man lacks power. What we need to recognize is that there is a difference between God and man. Because of that, our approach to God must not be like our approach to our fellow man. Our approach to God must be done recognizing his great wisdom and power, and we must approach him in humility because he has made us and we are his creatures. These three thoughts come to you from today's reading, Job 37 and 38. If you'd like to read through the Bible with me, you can do so by joining the Facebook group Through the Bible, where we are reading through the text of Scripture together.